When we picture political campaigns, we see posters, catchy slogans, and candidates shaking hands with enthusiastic supporters. These are the images that fill our screens and shape our first impressions. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. What the public sees is only a fraction of the real work that goes into winning an election. Behind the scenes, campaigns operate much like high-powered corporations, driven by data, strategy, and relentless planning. Every move is calculated, every message tested. Every handshake and speech is carefully orchestrated, with even so-called spontaneous moments rehearsed and refined. The candidate's image is managed down to the smallest detail. The real action happens in backrooms and digital war rooms, where strategists and volunteers analyze mountains of voter data, craft targeted messages, and adjust tactics in real time. Budgets can reach millions, all meticulously allocated to maximize impact. Every dollar tracked, every expense justified, from advertising to grassroots outreach. The candidate is the face, but the campaign's engine is a vast, dedicated team working around the clock, often sacrificing sleep and weekends to keep the momentum going. Success depends on understanding voters deeply, listening to their concerns, and building connections that go far beyond catchy slogans or flashy ads. This video pulls back the curtain on the hidden machinery of modern campaigns, revealing the intense effort and coordination required to compete. We'll explore the timeline, the key players, the tools, and the rules that shape every move and every decision along the way. Campaigns are more than popularity contests. They're a science of persuasion, precision, and adaptability, where every detail matters. Let's dive into what really powers a campaign, and discover the teamwork, technology, and tenacity that drive it forward. The real story is in the strategy, not just the spectacle. The heart of a campaign beats behind the scenes, where every decision can make history. Every campaign follows a demanding timeline, divided into distinct phases that each bring their own unique challenges and opportunities. From the earliest planning sessions to the final push before Election Day, the process is a test of endurance, adaptability, and strategic thinking. It starts with the primary season. Candidates from the same party compete to become the nominee, testing their fundraising, organization, and message. This is where hopefuls introduce themselves to voters, build grassroots support, and try to stand out in a crowded field. Early debates and town halls are crucial for gaining momentum and media attention. After primaries, the National Convention officially nominates the candidate and unifies the party. Delegates gather from across the country, and the event is both a celebration and a strategic launchpad for the general election. The convention is a media spectacle, introducing the candidate to the nation and setting the campaign's tone. It's a chance to energize supporters, showcase party unity, and unveil the campaign's central themes to millions of viewers. Then comes the general election, a head-to-head battle between party nominees. The stakes are higher, the scrutiny more intense, and every word and gesture is analyzed by the public and press. Messaging broadens to appeal to undecided and independent voters, with intense focus on key swing states. Campaigns ramp up advertising, organize massive rallies, and deploy volunteers to knock on doors and make calls, all in hopes of swaying the narrow margin that can decide the outcome. The final weeks are a high-stakes sprint, with every move calculated for maximum impact. Teams monitor polls around the clock, adjust strategies on the fly, and respond rapidly to breaking news or last-minute controversies. This process can last over a year, demanding constant adaptation and strategy shifts. Campaigns must anticipate challenges, seize opportunities, and keep their teams motivated through long days and sleepless nights. Each phase requires new tactics and resource allocation. Teams must decide where to invest time, money, and energy, often making tough choices as the landscape shifts. Understanding this calendar is key to grasping the rhythm of modern politics. The timing of announcements, rallies, and ads can make or break a campaign's momentum. Campaigns must be nimble, shifting gears as the race evolves. Unexpected events, from world crises to viral moments, can force a complete overhaul of plans overnight. The journey from first steps to final sprint is a marathon of strategy and endurance, demanding resilience, teamwork, and a relentless drive to win. For those who make it to the finish line, the reward is not just victory, but the knowledge that they gave everything in pursuit of a cause. The candidate is the face of the campaign, the person voters see on stage and in the headlines, delivering the message and vision. But behind every successful candidate stands a dedicated team, working tirelessly to turn ideas into action and connect with the public. A campaign's success depends on a skilled, passionate team, each member bringing unique expertise and energy to the mission. Collaboration and trust are at the heart of every winning campaign. At the top is the campaign manager, who oversees strategy, budget, and staff, ensuring every part of the operation runs smoothly. The manager is the campaign's chief organizer, problem solver, and motivator, keeping everyone focused on the goal. The chief strategist analyzes polling data, anticipates challenges, and maps the path to victory, always thinking several moves ahead. Their insights help the team adapt quickly in a fast-changing political landscape. Communication specialists shape the candidate's public image, manage media relations, and craft speeches that resonate with voters. They handle press releases, interviews, and ensure the campaign's message is clear and consistent. The digital director runs the online presence, engaging voters on social media, creating digital content, and countering attacks in real time. Finance directors drive fundraising, building relationships with donors, and ensuring the campaign has the resources it needs to compete. Policy teams develop the platform's substance, researching issues, drafting proposals, and making sure the candidates' positions are well-informed and compelling. Field directors coordinate volunteers for door-knocking, phone banking, and community outreach, building grassroots support one conversation at a time. Each role is essential, like instruments in an orchestra working in harmony for a winning performance. When everyone plays their part, the campaign comes alive. Behind every handshake, every speech, and every rally is a team making it all possible, often working long hours behind the scenes. Campaigns are a collective effort, not a solo act. Success is built on teamwork, dedication, and the shared belief in a cause. Communication is the lifeblood of any campaign. While TV ads and mailers once dominated, social media now allows campaigns to reach voters directly and instantly. Platforms like Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok enable targeted messaging, delivering specific ads to different groups based on data. Debates remain crucial, offering unscripted moments that can shift momentum. Campaigns work hard to spin debate results and shape public perception. A modern campaign blends old and new media, tailoring outreach to different demographics. The goal: create an echo chamber where voters encounter the campaign's message everywhere. Integrated communication builds recognition and persuades over time. Winning hearts and minds means mastering every channel. Campaigns run on money, funding staff, ads, travel, and more. Fundraising is constant, from high-dollar dinners to online grassroots donations. Viral moments can trigger massive influxes of small contributions, fueling momentum. Campaign finance laws set limits and require transparency, but rules vary by country. In the US, super PACs can spend unlimited amounts, adding complexity to the system. Every dollar is tracked and disclosed, letting the public follow the money. The debate over money's influence in politics is ongoing and central to every campaign. Direct voter contact is where campaigns win or lose. Door-to-door canvassing and phone banking allow campaigns to identify supporters and persuade the undecided. As Election Day nears, efforts shift to get out the vote, reminding supporters to cast their ballots. Rallies energize the base and create powerful visuals, but personal outreach is key for persuasion. Every interaction feeds data back into the campaign, refining targeting and strategy. Resources are focused on persuadable voters and mobilizing supporters. The ground game is a blend of tradition and technology, driven by data. Success comes from strategic, personal connections, not just mass media. Modern campaigns win by meeting voters where they are. Campaign rules and culture vary worldwide. US campaigns are long and expensive, with billions spent and few restrictions on private money. Other democracies like the UK and Canada have strict spending limits and short campaign periods. Some countries ban TV ads, relying on debates and public funding to level the playing field. Public funding reduces reliance on wealthy donors and aims to curb corruption. Each system reflects its country's values and vision of democracy. Campaigns everywhere are shaped by the rules of the game, and those rules matter.